And now this is either a fake, the coach is delusional, or perhaps both. As to be expected, nowhere close to being good from that distance. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.
There's a lot of strategies to win football games, and there are very intelligent coaches in the game today. I've never seen a field goal attempt on first down. That was a play I am never going to forget, although I wish I could.
And on first down, they're running out the field goal unit. Going right down the boulevard. The lead is now 4 here in the first.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
There aren't many guarantees in life. You try a field goal from a million yards away and you're not going to make it, and he didn't. And it is still a 4-point deficit. And on first down, they've sent the field goal unit onto the field. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. They're up by a touchdown here in the first.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone.
All right, not ideal, right? Not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
As to be expected, nowhere close being good from that distance. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And that's exactly what you knew you were going to get. If you're kicking a field goal more than half the field, you know you're going to miss. I don't know what the purpose is, but congratulations. There's a miss. Put it on his ledger.
Offense burns their third and final timeout of the half.
North Carolina.
Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. I'm not sure what kind of vexing and magic they're trying to conjure up here, but sending out the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Kick it away to start us off. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Got a man. It's Smith. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Wildcats, with a long way to go after the loss on the last play, keeps looking downfield. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass,
Turning it on! Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And the Wildcats are flying down the field. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. And the Buffaloes are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Brings it out to the 35. And the Arizona offense will take over. First and 10.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate, give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Johnson looking to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric, he is dynamic, they'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket, and when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense starts with a 1st and 5 after the penalty. Wants to adjust the pattern. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. And tackled there by the defense. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun. Give on the inside. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. The Buffaloes in the hurry up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Back to throw. It's Bussey. Going for the big play. Grabs it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They'll run it on first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the second quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Johnson wants to throw it. Takes the easy one to the back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. He uncorks one deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Still running at the 40. Breaks into the open. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
And that's why you hold your breath every single time this guy catches the football. That's a short, easy completion. He's so dangerous after the catch, David, and he shows you the wheels, taking it all the way to the house.
Yeah, and I think it's also important to point out, how about the QB play? Getting the ball out right where he can catch the football and use his speed and playmaking ability after it, and he shows you, man. That's why he's dangerous. That's why this offense is always one play away from getting to the house.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run it from the gun. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great...
He'll take the deep shot. Makes the catch at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Colorado! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Smith. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Snags it quickly on the left. At the 35, he's got room. Flying down the left side. Inside the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Open space at the 25. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
To the ground, he's got it again. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down. This offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Washington. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
The inside handoff. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. And the Horned Frogs look to do some damage in the red zone. Toss to the outside. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
Rides the back on the option to give. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll run play action. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on first down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
I think you've seen 2 plays back-to-back now of poor pass protection. Guys have to do a better job. You've got a golden chance here to put a touchdown on the board. In 2 consecutive plays, they can't protect the QB.
Splits the uprights. Good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Finds his man on the left. At the 40, there he goes. Turns on the Jets. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Hurricane. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He'll try the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. And the pass is incomplete, charged loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Snags it inside the 20. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Miami!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down. Oh, he's got some space. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. The short hands, it's Fields.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Looking to fire. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to throw it. Fears the pressure. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They believe in a large four-down territory, and they go for it on 4th and short from the 47. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Looking downfield on first down. And the ball's out there after it. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Quickly to the tight end. At the 35, he's open. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Unleashes one deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver at his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to...
Intercepted to stop the threat. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Johnson looking to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Looking downfield very late in the half. He'll take another shot here. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Bush. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. The Hurricanes will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
Trying play action. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. And the Canes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Canes.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Pulls it in, it's Harbor. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. The Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Offense set on 1st down. To the air, it's Mendoza. Going over the top. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Pocket breaking down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly.
Touchdown, Hurricane! And the pummeling has started. When you're handed a break with to get things underway. He'll bring it out. It's Brooks. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. To the air, it's Vic. Got him downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Washington. There he goes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Arizona right back to the line. Red pass, it's complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. Touchdown, Arizona! Once he got some room, it was over. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play.
It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. He's got it for the two. Found his man on the fake, and they take the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Makes the grab. It's Tyson. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
When you make big plays for your quarterback in the game, if you catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Back to pass, it's Vick. Card in the backfield, it's Bob. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Quarterback now on the run. Still looking. Showing all kinds of confidence in that arm, throwing back to the right. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. interception.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. And as he throws, and they're not quite in rhythm there, it's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Johnson looking to throw. Got his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Grab near the marker. It's Washington. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Fields. Lowers those pads. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Arizona. Fitted in the window for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Brooks. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Throws for the tight end. He's open on the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw, it's Vic. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
After the touchdown, if they could get this 2, we'll have a tie ball game. Motion from the wideout. Trying to bully their way in. He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. These 2 defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What has this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Wants to fire on second down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Johnson wants to throw it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
That's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We've got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
He's moving out of the pocket. Crosses the 35. Turning it on. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize, fourth down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the first down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by fourth down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
And the Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the back. Fights off a defender. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. We've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Smacks it with the stiff arm. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not...
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. Bounced off his feet. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Brooks. Slips through the line. Oh my goodness, he's still moving. Just barely able to keep him from housing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield, it's Vic. Now adjusting. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Gets the back moving. To the air on second down. Rushes on him. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads it left. He's got it. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why
he's going for the goal line. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Powers forward. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They got mauled on the last play. Do they have anything that'll work on 3rd and goal from the 2? DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Irish! And we've got a shootout.
And that's a deflating end for this defense to the first half. You're trying to hold them to at least a field goal attempt, make the clock maybe run out, use it against them. They couldn't do it. They couldn't stop this offense, and that quarterback just delivered and took the momentum in this football game.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Johnson looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, it's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Got room on the return. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking downfield on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Going to swing it on second down. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Grab in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Hold and fire complete. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Wildcats want to move quickly. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw because that play was there to be made.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out. He goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that.
change will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Brown wants to pass. On target over the middle. Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the back. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. This one's complete. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Owls back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Brown will throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On the run, it's Bullock. He has the first and still on his feet.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Flips it out on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends for the pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I'll tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing a turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Buys a little time. Showing the bravado, throwing it back to the right. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on.
Picked off, what a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
A real game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Flying out to the left. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Miami! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Hand off from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Grab behind the line. It's Smith. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. Finds a man in the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Safe completion on the screen. That midfield, he's got room. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Smith. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. After that pick six on the opening drive, good show of focus here to get back in scoring position. Big guy smells it, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Temple! And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man.
Hurricanes will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy.
Snags it on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese. And speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Johnson wants to throw it. Quickly complete. Turning it on. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Canes. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bullock. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going right to work up top. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. They didn't let him get loose. Arizona will boot it away to start this one. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Bob. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Cornhuskers want to pick up the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. The give to the tailback. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Extending the play. Throwing on the run. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Maybe just a shade out of their field goal range, so they'll lead the offense out there on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the 2nd effort, getting the extra yards, and getting the 1st down.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield, they got the tackle for loss.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Rodriguez will throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Zings it complete to the right. That will be enough to move the chains and get them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give to the back.
That's so frustrating for the opposing offense, too, because you're just salivating. You're just waiting for an opportunity to get on the field. The offense possessed it the entire 1st quarter and then capped it off with a touchdown. That was amazing.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Split-backs here. They go to the ground. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. Into the secondary on the right. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. The Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Moves around to clear up the vision. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Right on the money. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes a catch, 1st down and maybe a lot more. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They're going to run it. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. And the Wildcats moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Using his legs to buy some time. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
Slithers into space. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll give it to him again. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
That was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Rodriguez will go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Now, this is a gamble here, going for it on 4th and long from their own 40. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads it downfield. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down off the new one.
And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Washington. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Johnson wants to throw it. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home. Kick it away first. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but a really good job of blocking by the return team. He's out to the 44. Johnson looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Fields. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. And Arizona will kick off to get things underway. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. To throw, it's Manning. Snags it over the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Notre Dame right back to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Bunch formation for these receivers. Second down, they'll go to the air. Might be looking to run. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Time to take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to throw again. Running into the open space.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in the rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Oh, he's got a chance. Across the 35. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Dances away. He throws back to the left side. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Backed up now, here's second and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Woodson. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 13. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Makes the grab. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll try to get it through the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly, keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from Pater. Second and goal coming up. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water, gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Man, it's That's a nice start for this offense. Their defense didn't have to play the first quarter. Like, that was unbelievable ball control, moving down the field methodically, chewing up clock, and most importantly, punching the ball in and getting the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Johnson wants to throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. Finds space on the right. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions. Breaks into the open. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. Arizona has the offense humming, set up with another first down. To the air on first down. Fires on the run. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Still running at the 40. Oh, there's an alley on the left. Touchdown, Notre Dame! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. How in the world did he miss that? Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they... Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Rolling, throwing, looking right.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
They'll leave it with him. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Arizona in a hurry. Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some Listen, they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here come the Irish back on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Bussey. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Moving out of the pocket. And they will score. Touchdown, Irish. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. So after getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Speeding down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arizona!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. He'll pull it down. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Johnson looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Makes the catch. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Wildcats want to crank the tempo. Here's the handoff. Headed to the end zone. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today they had to get the...
Next going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And he added the extra point. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The give to the back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Quarterback extends the play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. The throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
You got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the field goal unit is on the field. No good. The lead is still 6 after the miss.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
Johnson wants to throw it. Looking for a deep man. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
With the catch, it's Hurst. Notre Dame right back to the line.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. You better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Caught near the sticks. It's Woodson. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Dropping back, it's Manning. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. From the gun. Caught over the middle. It's Royer. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further.
Notre Dame 26, Arizona 14.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a way.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. They've got to stop turning the football over.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Johnson looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Takes a hit as he fired.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the catch. It's Woodson. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it on the move. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. From the gun, the running back has it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.